sir. It's your boy Learn. Oh man, it's a Corey situation. Week after week, seems like this is the main topic. This is what the internet is talking about. He is a very polarizing figure. Yes, I'm talking about our good man, Corey Holcomb. I still rock with the 5150, man. But we got to check out what our man Corey said. Check this out.
But some of y'all ain't even respectful with it. And my name and likeness, I told people, I give the 5150 show to the game. I get this to the game, but that's got to come to a halt. Because it's this one African scammer. Okie dokie, that's what we'll call him, okie dokie.
Damn! And here, you hear Corey says, I give the 5150 to the game. I give it to the game. That's us. People like myself, your boy TM. TML is always thinking about what's the next content to make, right? He gives it to people like us. And what he's saying is that might come to an end. There's been a lot going on. I haven't covered the Christina Payne situation and TMZ and how that has been affecting Corey's life. He says it's affecting his income, but the shots have been fired, right? But yeah, there is a lot going on in that situation, and it may be affecting his finances. I don't think that Corey has a reason to lie, right? It's affecting the way that he moves because these things have come out. But I believe that's what happens when you have a show that's live. You're more prone to make or say something that you can't take back like you would a pre-recorded video, such as the one I'm making. You can't go back when it's live. You can only recollect and think as you watch the clips back, right? But he did say some things about our brother O'Shea. Let's listen to what O'Shea
I think Buddy misinformed about your criticism, and he taking it as disrespect. Seemed like he just looking at your titles and thumbnails and not watching, because I'm pretty sure you ain't doing what you said. So then I actually went to the stream. To be honest, I donated to the stream, kind of trolling like I always do when I go to the 5150 podcast, but I actually didn't listen to everything that he said until I got back to Uganda. And when I got back to Uganda, I actually listened to what he said about me. Now, to be honest, he actually went at the lead attorney a lot more difficult and harder than he did me, which I'll get into later. But this is what he said.
It's this one African.
If you haven't already went over to Brother O'Shea's channel, please do so. I believe he makes great content. And when you hear him say, but he must be misinformed about what you say, I'm a proponent of that. I believe he was just having commentary about the situation, commenting about the situation. And if we can't do that, then that goes against our freedom of speech, right? He was just merely saying what he believed happened, how you took it, because the shots were fired, right? They had already been let loose. Let's check Corey out.
This man has made so many videos with my name and likeness on it and got the nerve to talk crazy about me. This man said, I need to tell my lawyer what. I was like, he telling law now? This is a motherfucker who couldn't hang with the streets out here in motherfucking California, so he moved back to a place where you only need 2 haircuts a year. This motherfucker wear my gear for street cred, but act like he doing me a favor. Talking super crazy like he is a lawyer. You all gonna see. You all gonna see.
You hear Corey say, you got O'Shea over here talking super crazy. But for all of us, for any of us that knows O'Shea's channel, go check out O'Shea Duke's channel. Everything I've heard him say about Corey was pretty leaning on the side of Corey a little bit from the videos I've saw. But you hear Corey say, you all gonna see, right? You all will see. And there's more to come on this situation. You know, I checked the 5150 show out, and I don't plan to stop. I just think our brother Corey is going through a little something right now. But check this out.
I do wear his gear because I like it, and it's to support another YouTuber. Now he's saying that I couldn't make it out in the streets of California. Stop the show. Number one, Corey, I am from California. I'm born and raised in California. Okay, I'm not from Chicago and moved to California. I'm from California. Woo! And I'm not a street Negro. I'm not a gangbanger. I got a bachelor's of science from Sacramento State University. I went to medical school and finished. So this whole contention that I could not make it in America, you know, and I had to come to Africa. I mean, I'm a hardworking individual. And so where I lived, I would argue that being in this business, I would be bigger than what I am now. But that's not the whole entire point. And I know that he's upset with me. And to be honest, I get that Cory Holcomb is going through a lot because of what's happening in his.
And that part must be highlighted and circled. He wears his gear because he likes it, but mostly that should be highlighted is to show support. We all should show support in each and every video. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, support your fellow YouTubers. I love that he said that because we need to build that up in the community. The things that Corey said, a little tough on O'Shea, a lot tough on the lead, but this story will unfold. It will have more chapters, right? I feel like O'Shea was probably taken out of context by some of the things he was said. That's what I believe Corey heard. But we'll see what happens. Let's finish up and hear what O'Shea
on the
had to
cover.
say.
And, you know, I have so many comments where people are just in the comment section, like disgruntled with how Cory Holcomb is handling this. And that's the other part that he just doesn't see, that because of some of the things that he's doing, it's causing his longtime supporters to stumble. And what happens is Cory Holcomb just can't fight everybody. You know what I mean? You just can't fight everybody. You can't be getting into it with like people who criticize you on YouTube. You already have the issue with TMZ. There's a Christina Payne thing. Like, everybody doesn't have to be against you. And largely against the Anton Daniels situation, I have been on Cory Holcomb's side. Like, almost all of my videos have been on his side. But it's, you know, one thing you don't agree with.
Man, you can't fight everybody. It's such truth in that statement. You cannot. Our brother Corey seems to have a lot of things being stacked up against him. You heard him say he's losing gigs. You could clearly hear O'Shea say, hey, some of his longtime supporters are feeling some type of way. I feel like he can come back from this, though. Only time can tell. Only the receipts that people pull out and only the stories or true stories from the accounts of people we're hearing come out. I'm one to think that Brother Corey's going to come out on the other side. I don't think he's done too much to bury himself. I know the Christina Payne thing is heavy, but I believe he got God on his side. But we will see. But I want to hear from y'all. I want to know your thoughts. Are you with Brother Corey and some of the actions and some of the things he's done? Are you more on O'Shea's side? Do you believe he's just commentating or giving commentary on a very polarizing figure, just pointing out the things that he has done? I mean, they are up there, right? The kid, the Christina Paynes, those actions are up there. But I need to know. I want to know. The internet wants to know your thoughts, your comments. Put them down below. Who was right? Who was wrong? And we're going to come back later on with more content. And you know I'm going to follow up. I have to follow up. We have to know what has happened with Brother Corey in this saga. But again, that's for another day. I have been your host, and we have taken this ride through the Cory Holcomb and O'Shea Duke Jackson debacle. Well, part one, I should say. And we will continue. Don't forget that, hit that hype and subscribe. It costs you nothing. And see you guys next time. Peace.